You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tua now on first down. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the Jets' 20-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Tua wants to throw it on second down, and he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike, gets a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Jets 0. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 20. And as he's dropped at the 23.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-0, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Down at the 30-yard line.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now Tua. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep to return is KJ Hamler. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 34.
That's good concentration right there, and he did a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. And it certainly doesn't hurt that at 6'5", he's got a big wingspan that allows him to go up and complete that play.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll get that complete to Albert O. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it.
They'll try and get it with Geis. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On the return, Jackson. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots 7, Jets 0.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get that to Edwards-Helaire out of the backfield. And it's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua sets up to pass it. He finds Corey Davis. And they work the field across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A gain of 22.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now
going to the air. Tagovailoa. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
The tackle made by...
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
25-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line.
A gain of 12.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Quinton Dunbar on the tackle. That's a gain of 7. Makes it
third down. Here's Geis. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
brought down at the 31.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Here's Tua. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown.
Number 87,
Rob Gronkowski with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
21.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now 21-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
5-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Throwing now is Wentz.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again.
Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
At the 31.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier, tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
And we're going to get a timeout
First down.
with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a dump off here complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. He ended up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
First down, Patriots.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Richard Sherman on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz flushed out right. He's going to take off with it.
He'll fire this one deep for Hearns.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
28-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted.
Picked by the rookie Noah Igbenogany.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, Geis. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Dietrich Wise there on the stop. Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz eluding the pressure right. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
44-yard line.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's third down.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Play action. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
In punt formation.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And returning it, here's Hamler. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anyway.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number 4. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okuebuna was the target there, and it's third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. This is the tight end Fant, and he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a gain of 35.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now Wentz again, and he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like...
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Just shy of midfield. A gain of 2 brings up third and
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Tua on fourth down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Jets 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. A toss right to Geis. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. To throw is Wentz. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
First down.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up second.
To throw again on second down. Wentz, he's got his big tight end fan. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
First and goal.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. To throw, it's Wentz. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
But that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shut.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for New England, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my